And with the big exclusive this evening, remember viewers, the Supreme Court called forced conversion a serious issue which affects the nation's security. Those were the top court's observation very recently made. Today, Times Now brings to you the conversion terror files. Our super exclusive will reveal how Hindus are being terrorized to convert to Islam. We get you chilling testimonies and eyewitness accounts from down in Maharashtra, which will reveal how Hindus there are being deceived, coerced, bribed, and even forcibly circumcised. We delve into what's driving this forced conversion, which is an open secret that no one has dared to expose till now. A young girl first up. Let's play out this version. A young girl was deceived into marriage, forcibly converted. Hear how a man named Salman called himself Raj and lied to her about his faith.
मैं सिटी में हॉस्टल पे रह रही थी, तो फिर वो लड़के के साथ, मतलब वो लड़का हिंदू नाम करके ऐसे बोल रहा था कि मेरा नाम राज है। तो फिर मेरे उसके साथ पहचान हुई, फिर हमारी फ्रेंडशिप वगैरह हुई और हम दोनों रिलेशनशिप में आ गए। फिर हमारी बातचीत शुरू हो गई, ऐसे हो गया। माइंडसेट ये था कि वो हिंदू लड़का है तो फिर मेरी फैमिली एक्सेप्ट कर लेंगी, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा। बट जब वो कोर्ट के डॉक्यूमेंट्स मेरे सामने आ गए तो फिर मेरे को पता चला कि वो एक्चुअल में वो लड़का मोमेडियन है। मैं शॉक हो गई। फिर मैंने उसको देखा, ऐसे क्वेश्चन किए कि ये क्या है, ये सब क्या है, मेरे साथ फ्रॉड हो गया, तूने ऐसे किया वैसे किया। वो ऐसे बोला कि मैं तेरी फैमिली को भी संभाल लूँगा, उसकी ऐसे कर लूँगा। उसने ऐसे मेरे को प्लानिंग वगैरह बताई। फिर उसने वो बोला कि यहाँ पे साइन वगैरह कर लेने के शादी हो जाएगी, कोर्ट मैरिज।
So a man named as Salman posed himself as Raj to lure this woman. Now here this couple who in fact narrate their ordeal, who narrate how they were forcibly converted to Islam. In fact, the husband says they pinned him down in his own house and circumcised him. Here's his audio.
फिर कपड़े उतारे बाद इन्हें मोबाइल शूटिंग कर रहे थे, वो वीडियो शूटिंग। तो एक टीवी के बाजू वो नहीं क्या उधर रखे थे मोबाइल उसने, और डॉक्टर के साथ बोले डॉक्टर साहब करो, बोले अभी उसका खतना। और फिर जबरदस्ती ने क्या किया, आसिफ शेख ने बोले हाथ पकड़ने को लगाए और कोमल कुरैशी पैर पकड़े और वो क्या उर्दू भाषा में क्या मंत्र पढ़ रहे थे, वो मुझे कुछ समझ में बिल्कुल भी नहीं आ रहा था। तो ऐसे धारदार शास्त्र से नहीं गया, वो मेरे लिंग के आगे के कातड़े निकाल के फेंके और मुझे ऐसे जो कोने में हालत में फेंक के गए।
कोमल कुरैशी ने मेरे को ऑफिस में बुलाए, खबरस्तान के उधर उनका ऑफिस है, उधर बुलाए, बोले कि अपने मुसलमान में लेने का उसको। तो मैंने बोली नहीं, हमारे मुसलमान में उन्होंने नहीं आएंगे, मैं हमारी शादी हो चुकी, तेरे आदमी को मारूंगा, फिर मारकर बच्चे लोग को छोड़ूंगा, मारूंगा।
Shocking, isn't it? Now hear it from this man in Daud itself, who claims that after he married a Muslim girl, a family gave him death threats to convert to Islam. One day, he claims he was drugged and circumcised. Hear his story.
मेरा एक मुस्लिम लड़की के साथ अफेयर था 3 साल से। बाद में हम दोनों जन कॉलेज से उसको लेके मैं घूमने गया, मेरे को शादी करनी है आपके साथ। फिर हमने शादी की आलंदी। शादी करने के बाद हम घर आए। घर आने के बाद उन्होंने बहुत ये करे उसके घर वालों ने कि ऐसा नहीं हो सकता, हमारी लड़की मुस्लिम है, हिंदू में नहीं जा सकती, तुमको है ना हमारे कास्ट वाले काट के डालेंगे, ऐसा करेंगे वैसा करेंगे। पिताजी ने, भाई ने, बाबा ने बुलाया, उन्होंने मेरे को हॉस्पिटल में इधर से श्रीरामपुर में, फिर मेरे को बेहोश करा। उन्होंने वो क्या ऑपरेशन बोलते खतना, मेरे को तो मालूम नहीं था।
That's not it, viewers. Now hear this heartbreaking story of a couple who lost their son because he refused to convert. They say he was killed in cold blood for standing up for his faith.
लग्न केल्यावर त्या मुलीना ती गेली तिकडं पुण्याला। त्याच्यानंतर मुलाला फुसलून नेलं त्यांनी, फुसलून बोलवलं तिकडं। आणि ज्या टायमाला इकडे श्रीरामपूरला आलं ते त्यांचा धर्म स्वीकारा, तर मुलगा म्हणे आम्ही धर्म स्वीकारणार नाही। त्यांनी पकडा तसाच इकडं नदीला आणून आणलं, नदीला फेकून दिला। अशी घटना झाली का त्याला शिक्षा झाली पाहिजे शासनाकडून, ही आमची मागणी।
Well, Times Now conducted this SIT investigation in Maharashtra has dawned. In fact, what the locals say is that in a year, over 200 conversions take place in this part of the state. Moreover, Muslim men who get to convert Hindu girls are also rewarded 4 to 5 lakh rupees each.
कम 100 से 200 के आसपास धर्मांतर होते हैं, ज़्यादा करके लड़कियां, बहुत ज़्यादा
लड़कियां।
हाँ।
कैसी लड़कियां, मतलब क्या उम्र में होती होंगी वो?
17-18, या जो कॉलेज में करते हैं, जो कॉलेज में रहते हैं, ज़्यादा करके उनका ब्रेन वॉश कर कर शादी की बात करते हैं, फिर बच्चे निकालने के बाद वापस से तलाक करके दूसरी शादी के लिए वो तैयार होते। पॉलिटिशियन भी उनको ही सपोर्ट करते, इसलिए कोई आवाज़ नहीं उठ रहा। जिसके घर में ऐसी परिस्थिति हो गई तो वो सिर्फ डर के चुप बैठ रहा। जब उसको पॉलिटिशियन से ही कोई न्याय नहीं मिल रहा तो फिर वो क्या करेगा। हाँ मैडम, दहशत मतलब मार तोड़ने की। जब उन्होंने मारा तो भी यहाँ का एक भी हिंदू कंप्लेंट नहीं दे सकता उनके खिलाफ।
कैसे, मतलब मारपीट करते हैं आप लोग?
मारपीट करते, भर चौक में लड़कियां छेड़ते, तब भी कुछ एक्शन नहीं होती है।
मतलब अगर शादी की तो पैसे मिलते हैं?
पैसे मिलते हिंदू लड़की से।
मुस्लिम लड़का हिंदू लड़की से?
हाँ, मुस्लिम लड़का हिंदू लड़की से शादी की तो पैसे मिलते।
कितने मिलते हैं?
5 लाख के आसपास। इसमें 2-3 नाम ऐसे, उनके हिसाब में कोई कुछ एक्शन ही नहीं लेता।
जैसे कौन?
जैसे कि फारूक कुरैशी हुआ, कुमेल कुरैशी हुआ, फरहान कुरैशी हुआ और आसिफ कुरैशी हुआ। ऐसे और एक 2-3 जन हो गए तो इनके खिलाफ कोई कुछ बोलता ही नहीं।
You heard it right. 4 to 5 lakh rupees allegedly being offered to those Muslim men who are able to convert Hindu women to Islam. Now here another version. This witness who says that forced conversion and torture of young girls is an open secret, but everyone's too scared to speak up.
अंदाजे से कितने लोगों का धर्मांतरण होता होगा साल भर में, महीने भर में?
100-150 जास्त
100-150 महीने में?
नहीं, मतलब 1 साल 2 साल के अंदर है ना, जास्त हो रहा है।
100-150
200च्या पुढे असेल। एक
हाँ।
भी हिंदू लड़की को मुसलमान ने किया ना, यहाँ समाज की तरफ से 5 लाख रुपए।
कितना?
5 लाख रुपए।
आपके समाज से अगर मुस्लिम
में हो गई
बनाया,
लड़की से शादी के हिंदू लड़की से, भले वो कोई भी जात की क्यों ना, हिंदू, और मुस्लिम ने करा तो उसको 5 लाख रुपए।
उसने बाहर से फंडिंग होता तो उसकी वजह से 150 PFI के पॉलिटिकल को।
और यहाँ मैडम, यहाँ पे सबको मालूम है कौन क्या कर रहा है, लेकिन आवाज उठाने की हिम्मत किसी नहीं है। पर इतना टॉर्चर, इतना हरेसमेंट मैंने सिर्फ टीवी में देखा था, पर प्रैक्टिकल में देखा।
शादी के बाद?
शादी के बाद मैडम।
लड़की क्या थी जात से?
हिंदू थी।
And there are people who are enabling this kind of forced conversion. Like we pointed out, at least 200 such cases in just 1 year. Kumail Qureshi, who's also known as Haji Saab, has been arrested for being the mastermind of the forced conversion racket. He and his aide have been arrested for allegedly converting over 100 Hindus as well as forced circumcision. Now, our reporter Shivani went to the bottom of this, tried to unearth more details. She's tracked down his den as well. Take a look at this report.
फिलहाल जिस जगह से हम रिपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, यहाँ के लोगों का पता लगाना इसलिए ज़्यादा ज़रूरी हो जाता है क्योंकि महाराष्ट्र के दौंड इलाके में इसी घर के अंदर स्थित रहने वाले कुमेल कुरैशी ने कई सारे अपने सहयोगियों के साथ मिलकर करीबन 100 लोगों से ज़्यादा लोगों को हिंदू समाज से मुसलमान समाज में शामिल किया है, और वो भी ज़बरदस्ती, बिना उनकी मर्जी से उन्हें डराकर, धमकाकर, बहला और फुसलाकर। यहाँ पर 2 लोगों को अरेस्ट किया गया है, जिसमें एक कुमेल कुरैशी है और उसी के साथ साथ उसका साथी आसिफ शेख बताया जा रहा है।
Let me go across to Shivani, and since she's been tracking down these men who are the masterminds of this kind of a conversion terror racket that's currently being witnessed in this part of Maharashtra. Shivani, what can you tell us about this man who's now been arrested, and how is it that he was operating this kind of a nexus? How is it that this conspiracy was allowed to happen? Who was extending patronage to him? How was he being shielded?
Well, talking about this person's entire profession and character that the people know over there, they clearly say that he is a don in that particular area where there are, a particular community stays in a larger number. And also they say that he owns a chicken shop where he also sells beef. Where it means clearly that not only he is into converting people from one religion to another, but also is involved in several other illegal activities as well at the very same time. Simultaneously, when we went to his residence there also we found that nobody was there. One of the neighbors told us that after he has got arrested and after we have started our investigation on the ground also, the family has escalated from the residence and the neighbors and the relatives.
So he's
over
no
there
man with a clean record. Thank you, Shivani, for joining us with those details, exclusive details we're breaking down here on Times Now. We'll keep coming back to you. Let's quickly open this up for now. We have Rajiv Pandey, spokesperson of the BJP, along with Islamic scholar Atikur Rahman and Shiv Sena leader Kishore Tiwari. First up, I want to understand from you, Kishore Tiwari ji, कि ये चल कैसे रहा है? How is this being allowed to happen? We're talking about a district in Maharashtra, region in Maharashtra, where allegedly at least 100 such conversions, forced conversions have taken place within 1 year. And here's that man who though now has been arrested, but how is this allowed to happen in the first place? Under whose watch, sir?
I am also shocked, but I was told by senior officers of Central Intelligence Bureau in the year 2021 that such things are happening all over India. So I thought it is very serious matter, and if systematically they are done, government to crack it down. And as far as my party is concerned, we want that those who are involved, if in such things, should not be spared. And now from last 6 months, BJP government is there, and earlier our government is there. So irrespective of the government, things are happening, and that is a very serious matter. And I don't see the senior scholars of the Islamic.
But sir, did you hear that man, the eyewitness, talk about how there is a terror in the minds and hearts of the people residing there? People are not even willing to speak up because they are scared of the consequences they may have to face. This cannot be a story that has unfolded in the past 2 months, 3 months or 6 months. It has to be going on for the longest time. Because here's a man who's been known for his notorious activities, like my colleague just pointed out.
No. The government, there were reports in Yavatmal district also, but sometime girls are also in default, and some funding agencies are there that also came to light in Yavatmal district also. So I strongly oppose all these things, and
but why haven't we seen a crackdown, sir, so far?
Racket
why are we seeing this man get arrested now? Why has nothing been done about it so far? Why is action being taken now when so many people have come out dead to speak up? They're being terrorized, sir. People are being pinned down. They've been left to bleed after having been circumcised.
Yeah, Devendra Fadnavis is the Home Minister now.
And what about earlier on, sir? What about the Mahavikas Aghadi? This kind of a political blame game is not going to quite work out. Mr. Rajiv Pandey, how would you respond to the the other testimonies? Because this is very serious in nature, sir.
I wish to state that now that the kingpin in this whole gang is arrested, and what Kishore Tiwari ji is saying that, Devendra Fadnavis ji is the Home Minister. Of course, he is Home Minister, and everybody involved in this crime will be brought to book. You can see in Delhi also there was a gang who were converting people like this, and UP ATS has taken action. In my opinion, in these kind of cases, ATS should come in picture, because these are the terror financing. There is a link of terror financing. There is a link of this love jihad, and that's why BJP is asking. You can note one thing, that BJP is asking in anti-conversion bill as well as with a bill of love jihad. Maharashtra government has also formed a committee for interfaith marriages, in which they are trying to lure Hindu girls by misleading their identities and all these things. So that committee will also look into all these issues.
Well, and please talk about the don't matter.
Mr. Tiwari, just keep quiet. Mr. Tiwari, the kingpin is already arrested. I think you have not heard the report that one Haji who was behind all these things. You know why it was happening? The real question is why this was happening. If you see 15 years, there was a rule of Congress and NCP. Thereafter 5 years, BJP Shiv Sena government was there, and this NVA. Under non-BJP government in Maharashtra, they were given free hand to take to do whatever they wish to do, because they are depending upon
so you're saying the Mahavikas Aghadi let this happen, enabled it to that extent, and it is the BJP government along with Eknath Shinde's team that's now cracking down on this kind of a conversion racket.
I demand Eknath Shinde should take responsibility of this death of the boy who was denied.
In the MBA government, one of the cabinet minister is in jail. He was given in charge of all the sensitive areas from NCP. He's in jail.
But
You know,
Mr. Pandey, what
he was
else is being
connected
done?
with the-
Because there are elements who are on
Where
a
is the
rampage to
connection?
forcibly convert
I am
these
saying
citizens.
connection.
Just wait
The
for some
200
They're on a
time.
conversion
rampage.
Wait for some time.
People are scared to speak about it. What is being done to
But
assure
now they
that
are
this
speaking.
doesn't exist or doesn't happen in the future?
You are right. You are right. But now they are speaking because there is a government. There is a pro-people government. The issue is that people should come out and oppose all these things. I think few days back, if you would have heard, Param Pujya Sarsang Chalak, Sri Mohan Rao Bhagwat ji, he has just stated the same thing. That how Hindus are being persecuted by these kind of people, and we are in the war for 1,000 years. And this kind of things was happening when Shiv Sena was party to the government. Now he's saying what we have done.
Okay.
I have told you that Haji is arrested, and I will demand from my government. I will talk to my party leaders also that ATS should be roped in these kind of cases, and whoever is involved in these kind of crimes should be dealt as per law.
According to you, the BJP needs to be given credit.
Shivani has got 200 conversion
Devendra
cases.
Fadnavis, Eknath Shinde team that is making sure that people can finally defeat the terror that is being created by these perpetrators, and they're finally coming out to speak the truth. All right, that's your version. There's a lot more that needs to be done still, Mr. Pandey, because these are very, very scary testimonies that have finally come to light. Mr. Atikur Rahman, can there be denial on what's happening here? Because up until now, more often than not, we've come across these versions. We've seen and heard from people, witnesses, victims themselves say that, you know, we were forced to convert to Islam, this, that and the other. But now here you have a third party that is terrorizing people, that is leaving them to bleed, that is threatening the family to convert or else you'll be killed. What is happening, sir?
Well, see, as a researcher on Islamic studies, I would say that whoever is involved in the conversions which are forced, which are into luring, which are into, you know, some terrorist activities are involved, even foreign funding is involved just to convert. My religion of Islam does not permit it. As far as the other faiths are concerned, Islam gives ample scope, and this should be heard by all Muslims. Whoever are into these, you know, charges or practices of luring people into Islam, that Allah does not want Muslims to force people to convert.
No, but sir, more often
unless
than
and
not,
until
we've
it is
seen so
willingly
many
done,
critics come out and say that, look, these allegations are just an attempt by the BJP or the RSS to create this kind of a divide, to spoil the atmosphere of the country. We've heard them resort to this kind of a narrative, wherein the reality is for all of us to see what's happening on ground. You have a person here, though he's been arrested, but he is said to have been behind at least 100 forced conversions that have taken place in the small area, which is absolutely shocking. So it's high time that we understand the seriousness of the situation and really understand what the Supreme Court is trying to say when it says that it could have a bearing on our national security. Gentlemen, I'm running out of time. I'm going to have to leave it at that. Thank you for joining us on this very special debate, something that we're going to take up in the day later as well. For now, it's a short break.